Hello there, great person, and welcome back to Let's Explore SCP. All of them. Perhaps. I don't know, but last time I reacted to the introduction, and it was obviously a very surface level video, and that was okay because I just wanted to refresh my memory on what SCP was, does it stand for, and what's it all about. And I know again, so now we can start diving into SCPs you recommend that you find very, very scary, hopefully. And yeah, I will do this series a bit different from my other reactions, so I will react to like one or two videos here, and then I will look at the entry, and then if there are additional media like games or whatever, like let me know if you recommend stuff. By the way, if there are games for that, then like I will incorporate that, um, or like a video, like a fan film, something like that. I will do that as well. And then in the end, we'll just discuss it. We'll discuss how I thought about it, like from a horror perspective, from a realism perspective, perhaps. I will think of something. You know me. I will always find something to talk about. But today we will start with SCP-4666. Okay, I see what you did there. For Satan. Great stuff. So it's called the Yule Man. And I don't know what Yule is. I think it's something about Christmas. Is that the night before Christmas, something like that? So we might get some Christmas stuff today. And yeah, I will start my reaction with a reaction to the Volgun, because many people told me he's the guy that you have to go to really, really understand SCPs and what makes them scary. So, first, go to his video, like it, watch it, and after that, watch the reaction I do and like this video as well. And subscribe. And with that, we will start the first video, and I can't wait to see what he's in store for us. Okay, so from the title, it is apparently a Keter type SCP, which is pretty dangerous, if I recall correctly. Is that the most dangerous one, or is Euclid the most dangerous one? I don't remember. See, I'm dumb. But we will see how dangerous it is, and I will judge for myself. And it's uncontained, which is obviously not good. So let's see what the Yule Man is all about, and if you can encounter it not during Yule season, time, whatever. Ooh, what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be a creepy crawling A-bag? A Yule Man? I expect a lot.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello. Oh,
My
God.
name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-4666.
Yay!
Object
Let's go.
class, Keter.
Keter. Okay.
Special containment procedures. Web traffic and law enforcement channels worldwide are to be monitored for evidence of SCP-4666 activity, and particularly for cases of stalking or reports of anomalous phenomena involving families with young children.
Oh, great. He's going for the
children. Should a Weisnacht event be suspected to be in progress, the nearest containment task force is to be dispatched to attempt containment of SCP-4666.
Yeah,
Standard PDP-8 humanoid first contact protocols apply. Media coverage of family deaths attributed to SCP-4666 is to be suppressed or falsified to make said deaths appear as non-anomalous home invasion murders.
Of course.
Forensic evidence and SCP-4666-A instances collected by non-Foundation agencies are to be confiscated and witnesses amnesticized.
Oh, great.
Description.
Yes, please.
SCP-4666 is currently believed to be a single, exceptionally long-lived humanoid entity of unknown origin.
Brilliant.
Survivors of Weisnacht events typically describe SCP-4666 as a very tall, between 2 and 2.3 meters, elderly male of European descent with an extremely emaciated appearance.
Okay, so, a very tall, weird, elderly man. Okay, so it's basically creepy Santa. Weisnacht events. Why Weisnacht? What is that supposed to mean? Like, did they mistranslate Weihnacht? That's a German word. Weihnacht is, I think, Yule in German, perhaps. But why Weisnacht? I mean, it makes it more creepy. Perhaps it's a special type of Christmas. The Christmas that only comes all 6 years, 6 hours, and 6 seconds forever.
The entity always appears completely naked, even when observed outdoors in the freezing weather.
It's a P.
Though the nature and extent of its anomalous properties remain uncertain, SCP-4666 appears capable of instantaneous or near-instantaneous travel to any location north of 40 degrees north latitude, and possibly to any location on Earth.
Yay! It's creepy Santa.
SCP-4666 activity occurs exclusively within a period of 12 consecutive nights every year, from the night of December 21st or 22nd to the night of January 1st or 2nd.
Okay.
This period is known as SCP-4666's active phase. During this phase, in what are termed Weisnacht events, SCP-4666 will appear at dwellings in one or multiple locations north of 40 degrees north latitude.
I'm a bit sorry that it is called Weisnacht and not Weihnacht. Weihnacht, because that would be more creepy to me because of, Germanness, but...
In all known Weisnacht events, these dwellings have shared the following characteristics. Isolated rural location, home to a family with at least one child under the age of 8, and situated in an area with snow cover lasting throughout the duration of the event. Weisnacht events consist of the following general progression.
Weisnacht.
Nights 1 to 7. Children will report seeing SCP-4666 in the vicinity of their family's dwelling. The entity...
Mommy, there's a weirdo. He's standing down there on the road. Oh, no, that's nothing. But he is there.
He will typically be observed watching the dwelling from a distance, such as from across a nearby field or from the edge of a neighboring forest.
Perfect.
In some cases, children will report waking up at night to find SCP-4666 watching them sleep through a window.
Ooh, I love
Nights
that.
8
That's creepy.
to 11.
Oh, that's cool.
Family members, including the parents, will report sounds of footsteps coming from the roof or the attic. An extremely unpleasant odor will also frequently be noticed inside the dwelling.
Great.
No cause for these phenomena will be found. As a result, parents will often begin to suspect their family is being stalked, or even that their dwelling might be haunted.
Well, technically, could it? Is haunted only by ghosts or by weird things as well? Because then it is haunted. But, so basically it's Krampus. It's Krampus, but Krampus is not a fat horned dude, but a lanky Luigi Mario dude with a beard, probably. Interesting.
Night 12. Over the course of the night, one of two scenarios will occur. The first, and most common, is that SCP-4666 will kill all members of the family, save for one child under the age of 8.
What are you, mate? You look pretty jolly.
SCP-4666 will inflict incapacitating injuries to family members while they are sleeping, then herd them into a single room of the dwelling where it will proceed to kill them in view of each other. The method of killing varies with the event and will typically be preceded by some form of torture, which appears to serve as a ritualistic purpose. See Weisnacht events log below.
Oh god.
In the second scenario, which has occurred in roughly 15% of known Weisnacht events, SCP-4666 will not harm the family. Family members will report hearing footsteps inside their dwelling at night, though no signs of forced entry will be found. In the morning, children will discover presents at the foot of their beds. These will consist of toys crudely crafted from the remains of human children.
Oh, perfect.
See SCP-4666-A instances log below.
Okay, so this reminds me so much of the movie Krampus, which is a brilliant movie. I like it, but yeah.
The criteria, if any, by which SCP-4666 determines the outcome of a Weisnacht event are unknown.
Probably just throws a dice.
Document
why not?
4666-5-30091. Weisnacht events log.
Weisnacht.
Location: unknown village, Croatia, 1498.
Oh,
description of Weisnacht event: unconfirmed. An entire family was killed with the exception of one of the children, age unknown, who was abducted.
Okay, so they probably know that they're abducted because they're missing. Am I understanding this correctly? Because otherwise it would be a bit weird, they're missing. Why didn't the children do it? Like why would they not be the ones? Like why would this Krampus SCP-466 Yule Man thing not like talk to the children and tell them to end their parents? Like now what's Insidious? What's this one movie where the ding dong in the pool is? I don't remember its name, but it was a good movie where the writer finds the camera on the attic, and in the camera there are like snuff things and yeah, whatever. You know which one. This reminds me of that as well.
Though specific details about the event are not available in recovered documents, it was noted that the killings presented strong paganistic elements, and that the family members had been made to suffer greatly prior to death. The archbishop who oversaw the investigation wrote that he believed the family had been killed as part of a demonic ritual.
It's a demonic ritual.
Location: unknown.
Perhaps the Yule Man wants to summon the Yule Woman because he's lonely. I mean, he looks pretty weird here and like a real A-bag, but yeah.
Village, Rupert's Land, present-day Ontario, Canada, 1689. Description of Weisnacht event: unconfirmed. An entire family was killed with the exception of 2 of the children, one of whom was abducted, and one of whom, female age unknown, escaped during the killings and was able to reach a nearby village.
Okay, so it's not very, like... Okay, so someone escaped? I mean, someone has to have escaped for, like, to report of this weird thing. But, yeah, interesting.
She told authorities that a naked man had broken into her family's dwelling during the night and proceeded to torture them.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. Naked weird guy came and tortured us. Okay, little child, you okay. I don't know why I find that so funny. It's so weird. Like, it's terrible. It's so terrible. I'm sorry for that. It's so weird. This ding dong is so weird. I love it. It's such a weird monster thing.
Exact method not specified in recovered documents. Upon investigation, the bodies of the family members were found inside their dwelling, hanging upside down from the ceiling. All had been exsanguinated.
What does that mean?
Location:
I don't want to know.
Eichstätt, Germany, 1913.
Eichstätt. That's not a real location, though. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. We will Google that. We will do some digging after I finish this.
Description of Weisnacht event: an entire family was killed with the exception of the youngest child, male, age 3, who was abducted. The bodies of the parents and 5 other children were found inside a stable adjoining their dwelling. They had been restrained by having knives, pitchforks, and other sharp implements forced through the palms of their hands and into the walls of the stable, before having their tongues removed, leading to hemorrhaging and death.
Why would it risk some people, like, hitting it? Or does it do telekinesis, port around? Like, how does it do it? How does it do it? We have to discuss that, I think. Let me actually make some notes now, because there are some things I want to talk about. Yeah, yes, I have to write that down, and that as well. Yes, that as well. Yeah. Okay, great.
Blood from the family members had then been used to paint elaborate patterns of unknown meaning on the hides of the mule, goat, and 2 cows present in the stable. The animals themselves were not harmed.
At least
neighbors told the
At least it didn't kill the dog. You know, in horror movies, when they kill the dog, that's the worst thing. Like, we don't care about the idiots that die. We care about the animals that die. So this weird widow, he just wants to summon his wife because he's lonely, and he doesn't harm animals, because why would you do that? Like, we don't know. But yeah, he might summon forth his wife, Yule Woman from cows. Okay, let's go.
Authorities that in the week preceding the killings, the father of the family had mentioned finding tracks in the snow around the family's dwelling, which appeared to have been made by bare human feet.
Oh no.
Location:
oh God.
Plios.
I love that one. That picture's great. That's great. That's so creepy. Perfect. And also the way it's sculpted. I love it.
Soviet Union, 1956. Description of
Looks a bit like a
Weisnacht event:
Wendigo.
an entire family was killed with the exception of the youngest child, male age 4, who was abducted. The bodies of the parents and one other child were found in the living room of their house. They had been restrained, and their feet had been held over flames in the fireplace for an extended period of time,
Why?
calcining the tissues of the feet and exposing the bones. They had then their heads crushed with an unknown heavy implement. Hundreds of bite marks believed to have been inflicted post-mortem were found on each of the bodies.
Great. Oh,
Branches
God.
cut from a fir tree outside the house had also been placed over the bodies to unknown purpose.
Interesting. That is so interesting. Let me actually write that down as well. That is so weird. Why? I'm already thinking. Okay, that is interesting. Yeah, interesting. I really like this.
Location: Skudeneshavn, Norway, 1971. Description of Weisnacht event. An entire family was killed with the exception of the second youngest child, female age 5, who was abducted.
How do you know they
bodies
were
of the
abducted? Are
parents
they just
and 2 other
missing?
children were found in the basement of their house. Each had at least one limb pulled off by brute force before being stabbed precisely 39 times with an unknown sharp implement.
Why?
Possibly a piece of bone from one of the removed limbs, resulting in massive blood loss and death.
Okay, it's bleeding out
Family members
people
had been
most of the
eviscerated
time.
and their small and large intestines removed and cut into 30 to 50 centimeter long pieces. These had been arranged in radiating lines around the bodies. Feces from the intestines had been used to trace symbols of unknown meaning on the walls of the basement.
I'm so sorry. I imagine him, who is like, that's one of the creepiest things I've ever seen, painting with shit. Oh, let's take my shit. Let's put some symbols here. Take my shit to the wall. Yeah, they will know what this means. Wife, come, please. Wife. I don't know why. Why? Why would it do that? Is it trolling? Is this a trolling one? Is it just trolling everyone? Like, perhaps it's hobby. Perhaps it wants, or he, like, let's call him he, because, I mean, it says Yule Man. Like, he probably just wants to confuse everyone. It's probably an immortal demon thing. I mean, it looks a bit like a goat or Wendigo. So it might, like, be, perhaps it wants to confuse us.
Location: Egilstadir, Iceland, 1996. Description of Weisnacht event. An entire family was killed with the exception of the youngest child, female age 4, who was abducted. The bodies of the parents and 7 other children were found inside their house. All had large pieces of skin removed from their backs, necks, and groins prior to death.
Why?
Removed skin was found to have been partially consumed. They had been killed by
so
decapitation
he was
with a
hungry.
bucksaw that had belonged to the family. Following death, the family members' headless bodies had been carried into their respective rooms and placed on their beds. Each of the removed heads had also been placed upright on a step of the staircase leading from the first to the second floor, with the parents' heads on the top 2 steps and the children's heads on the lower steps, in decreasing order of age.
Perhaps it wants to learn to count. Age.
Document 4666.
What is it doing? It's so random. It's doing random shit to people. I kind of love it. I love that thing. It's funny.
SCP 4666A
Like, it's brutal.
instances log. Location: Nurms, Finland, 1811. Description of SCP 4666A instance.
What is the A?
A small wooden drum with 2 wooden drumsticks of uneven length. Drum skin consists of a 390 centimeter cubed piece of skin belonging to a human child stretched with a thread made from human tendons.
Why, mate?
Location:
You're so
Gallagher,
disgusting.
Wales, 1857. Description of SCP 4666A instance. A small knife, 15 centimeters in length, the blade was 6 centimeters in length, sculpted from a single piece of bone belonging to a human child. Symbols of unknown meaning had been carved into the handle.
Brilliant.
Location: Makat, Kazakhstan, 1903. Description of SCP 4666A instance. A flute made from the hollowed out femur of a human child. Holes have been bored at uneven intervals along its length. The femur appears to have been dyed in human blood.
Mate, you're so disgusting, you weird shit face. What a weird shit face. I mean, why is it creating instruments now? Like, I haven't heard that before. Like, it didn't tell me about the weird instrument stuff it creates. Does it want a marching band? What's it doing, mate? It's so, like, how does that fit together with what we just were told? I don't know. We will, I have to write that down as well. That's so weird. Like, what's it doing? What are you doing, mate? Why are you so weird? You weird shit face. It's such a weird shit face. Mate. Oh, God. Oh, God. Shit face.
Location: Bangor, Michigan, 1960. Description of SCP-4666-A instance. A wooden box containing 13 miniature human-like figurines, each 4 to 6 centimeters in height, made from the phalangeal bones of human children, tied together with strips of human tendon. The figurines had been decorated with human hair and small pieces of torn clothing. DNA testing revealed that the remains belonged to 18 separate children.
Okay,
Location:
mate, what's
Cape
your
Broyle,
freaking
Canada,
problem?
1976. Description of SCP-4666-A instance. A ball, 23 centimeters in diameter, made from 19 layers of human skin, wrapped tightly around the desiccated head of an unidentified human child. Male, age 2 or 3. Layers of skin are held in place with pine resin.
Like, how long is this going that he tells me this stuff, this stupid fuckface build? Like, Jesus Christ. I know it's a weird thing that, like, apparently it wants to jump somewhere. Probably trained for the Olympics. Anyway, like it's just like children being unmade and reconstructed. Like, I get it. I get the point. Like, yeah. Was there someone who was like, we will discuss it later.
Location: Bard, Netherlands, 2006. Description of SCP-4666-A instance. A hairbrush. The handle is made out of wood and poorly carved.
Oh no.
In place of bristles, 43 deciduous human teeth have been set at irregular intervals into the handle. DNA testing revealed that each tooth belongs to a different child. Only 2 of the teeth could be matched to known abduction victims of SCP-4666.
Why?
Teeth vary in age from a few days to over 400 years.
Why would it leave it behind? Isn't it its treasure? Or is it like, yeah, I'm gonna build this human teeth brush thing and oh, guess didn't work. Off we go with this. Let's just put it somewhere next to a house I'm gonna murk around in.
Discovery.
Okay.
SCP-4666's existence and ongoing activity were first detected in 1974 through the Foundation's newly implemented Anomalous Signature Recognition Program, when several highly similar home invasion incidents resulting in family deaths were found to have occurred throughout the Northern Hemisphere during the night of January 1st or 2nd.
Okay, so it can really
Extensive research into law enforcement archives worldwide eventually uncovered evidence of probable Weisnacht events for nearly every preceding year, going back to the late 18th century, average of 3.1 known events per year. Numerous historical documents were also found which appear to describe SCP-4666 activity occurring prior to this period, in some cases as early as the 2nd century AD in Europe and Russia.
Wow, you get records from that far back? How? What were the records? I want to know.
And as early as the 1st century BC in Scandinavia. Fingerprints belonging to the same humanoid entity have been discovered at the locations of all Foundation investigated Weisnacht events. These have been matched to a partial fingerprint found preserved in dried blood on a recovered SCP-4666-A instance dating from 1873. The fingerprints present characteristics not known to occur in human beings. See image. Human-like white hairs were also recovered from the locations of several Weisnacht events.
Like, why? Like, is it unusual to have 2 whirly things? Someone who's a medical professional perhaps tell me what it's called, but these whirly things, is it unusual? I know I've only got 1, but I think I knew people who had 2, so... Or is that
Though
not?
No DNA, human or otherwise, could be extracted from them. Addendum 4666-01. On January 2nd, 2018, several SCP-4666-A instances were discovered at a family's residence in Hoonah, Alaska, following the conclusion of Weisnacht event number 060198. Among the
What is that number? Do they have 60,000 Weisnacht events? Or is it like, what is that number for? Why does it have the number? This implies to me that they know of 60,198 Weisnacht events. Like, what? How? How are they so big? Like, I know how these number things work. Like, why would you label it anything else than number of events recorded? So it's 60,000 events? Wow. I mean, that's quite a lot.
These instances was SCP-4666-A-0960, which consisted of a crude life-size doll made from the emaciated body of a female child.
Jesus Christ, stop with this weird, brutal shit, man.
A dress made from various pieces of dirty, discolored clothing had been sewn around the body, and in several places into the body's skin.
You're so weird,
the
you
mouth had
creepy
been sewn shut with
fuckface.
thread made from human tendons, and the lips painted red with a solution consisting primarily of human blood. The fingernails of another child had been glued over the body's fingernails with pine resin. These had been painted red with the same human blood-based solution.
Why,
Three
mate?
of the body's fingers were missing.
You're so weird. Why are you doing this stuff? Why are you doing this stuff, you weird fuck? What the fuck is, like, what's it doing?
The entire
Such a
scalp had
piece
been
of
removed
shit.
from the head, and the scalp of another child with long blonde hair sewn onto the head in its place. The hair had been tied into 2 braids. Both eyes had been removed, and 2 large round pebbles on which eyes had been crudely painted placed into the empty orbits. Upon examination by the family, the child from whom the doll had been made was found to be still alive, albeit unconscious. Authorities were notified, and the child was airlifted to Bartlett Regional Hospital in Juneau, Alaska, where she survived for 18 hours.
Oh god,
2 Foundation agents were dispatched and were able to interview the subject. See interview log below.
Yeah, I want to hear
Following
that.
the subject's death, her body was confiscated by the agents and all witnesses amnesticized as per standard procedure. DNA testing revealed that the subject had been Ekaterina Morozova, age 7, a known abduction victim of SCP-4666 taken from her family.
It's coming, the interview log. I need something like that, because this has been going on for a long time. That he's, oh cool, look at my green pen. Oh, look at it go, whatever. I need some scenarios. This is all abstract stuff.
Autopsy of the subject's body showed she had been severely malnourished during the 2 years following her abduction, which had resulted in considerable stunting. Weight was only 15 kilograms, height was only 90 centimeters. A number of scars and burns were present on her skin, and she had suffered 2 bone fractures, left tibia and left ulna, that had not been reset and had healed improperly.
Oh no, you
Hands
poor
were heavily
child.
calloused. Cause of death was attributed to multiple organ failure, resulting from severe, sustained malnourishment.
Wow, good that they found her right in time. But it probably fed her with rats or some shit, so, I mean...
Document 4666-5-358-14. Interview log. Audio log 4666-06201.
Okay, again, so we've got 35,000 documents on this thing. That makes more sense, I guess. Even though that's a lot, but I can buy that a bit. And it's audio log 06201. Like, perhaps they just record, like, take every audio recording that exists in the vicinity of a Weisnacht event, and then, like, they record it.
Date, January 2nd, 2018. Time, 11:27 to 11:49 p.m. Alaskan Standard Time. Location, Bartlett Regional Hospital, Juneau, Alaska. Interviewers, Agent Anthony Kowalczyk, Agent Susan Muse attending.
Oh, great.
Subject, Ekaterina Morozova, SCP-4666-A-0960. Female.
See, this is creepy. This makes sense. 0960, almost 1,000 possible victims. That's effed. That's so effed. That is well done, this one. That is very well done.
Notes. The subject
Like very subtle stuff, but I like it.
regained consciousness for a period of roughly 30 minutes prior to expiring, during which she was interviewed. Hospital staff had previously removed the thread that had been sewn into her lips, allowing her to speak. Despite having been administered a morphine drip, the subject was largely coherent throughout the interview.
Oh, that's lucky.
The subject did not understand English and initially only spoke a language that was unfamiliar to Agents Kowalczyk and Muse. However, after several minutes, the subject began addressing the agents in Russian, which he spoke poorly. Agent Kowalczyk, who spoke rudimentary Russian, was able to conduct the interview without the need for an interpreter. This interview has been translated by my on-site AI, Acid. Playing log
Great.
now.
Hello, I am Anthony.
Oh, great. Oh,
Kill
gosh.
me. No, I promise.
Brilliant.
I'm just here to
I like
talk
this.
to you. I don't want to go back. You don't have to. You're safe now, Mishka. Can you tell me what happened to you?
Yeah,
You
what happened to
remember the
you?
night he came to your house? I remember. He hurt Mama and Papa, and Katya, and Juliana for a long time, and they were bleeding. After they stopped screaming, he put me in his bag. His bag?
Oh, no.
He had a big bag. Other children went in bag too. I think we go to other houses. I hear people screaming outside the bag all during the night. Each house,
Oh, God.
he put another child in the bag. Then after the night, he take us away. Where did he take you? Underground.
Oh, God.
Deep. Underground?
Fuckface is a layer.
You mean
A layer.
the basement? Deep. Everything earth and mud and ice. Bones everywhere. Everything cold. I can't sleep because it's too cold. Were there lots of children there with you? Lots of
Children.
Lots of tunnels, lots of holes, but I can't see all. I can't see the other island. Too dark. My hole is with Renee, Hekla, Sasha, and Paul. We make toys.
Oh, Santa's little helpers. Great.
The toys? If you don't make the toys, you don't eat. Don't stop making toys. Don't fall asleep. Or
Not
he
bad.
hurts you.
Not bad.
He hurts you. How? He hit you. He hit you. Or he burn you. Or he bite off your fingers. Or he cook you on the fire in his room and eat you. He eat Philip and Sally.
I mean, he has to eat something.
This happened to you. Did he do this? Renee, Hekla, and Sasha, and Paul do this.
Oh, I like it. Okay, the idea is very cool. Yeah.
Why? I get sick. When you can't make the toys, you become the toys.
Oh, God. Yeah. Brilliant. Peachy. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
that's, yeah.
Let's just get rid of this guy's face off of the monitor, and let's all go and have a really good holiday and just take our minds off this thing.
Yes,
Okay?
perfect.
Thank you for listening, if indeed you still are, and you were all dismissed.
Perfect.
Goodbye.
Brilliant. Bye. Okay, so it was from 2018. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff, yeah. I've got a lot to say about this one, I think. But let's go to the next video. And yeah, if it's only like repeating the stuff I already know, I will not like put it in the video, but I will watch now exploring the SCP Foundation, the Yule Man, by the Exploring series. And I hope they will give me more stuff. But it might be that he just read the whole article and I know everything. But if he did, then I will not put the video in, I think. Perhaps some reaction stuff where I laugh my ass off or are very, very scared. Both can happen with these reactions, I think. So let's just go. So, again, let's see what they have to say about the Yule Man. Weirdo, Krampus, A-bag shitface. So let's go.
So, 4666 is a bit of the movie Sinister, combined with the myths of Santa Claus
and Krampus.
Yeah.
Like yeah. See, I know my horror stuff. I know it. I saw that instantly. I'm the man. Perhaps not. Yeah, like Krampus was obvious. It was Sinister. That was the one I was talking about. So yeah.
The splash of SCP thrown in. As I said, taking something normally cheerful, fun, and innocent, and twisting it into something dark and horrifying, is often quite an unsettling technique, and I think that's part of why 4666 works well. What exactly are the Yule Man's motivations for making such grotesque toys, and leaving them behind?
He's not making them. Did you not listen? The children are making them. He's not making them. Didn't you read the article? You probably did, and I'm an A-bag, but...
Will the Foundation ever manage to track down the Yule Man and his underground lair of grotesquerie? 4666 is one of the more disturbing SCPs on the site. But, if you don't live above the 40 degrees north line, you don't have to worry.
I do.
Probably.
Okay, so basically that guy just told me what I knew, which is fine. So we're gonna go to the article now. And I will read it, and it's probably going to be the same stuff, and I will look at some comments. So let's just see. So this is the original page. This is obviously the thing. Yeah, so yeah, it is indeed double wall. Okay, so the double wall seems to be the one thing that's weird. Footnotes. Okay, so this is cool. So this is the interview log. We don't need to look at that. Analysis of recovered police photographs has shown that the size, shape, and configuration of the teeth do not match those of human being. Yeah, of course. Also known as ASRP, in this program marked the Foundation's first use of algorithms as a means of detecting anomalous phenomena. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we've got some proto-Germanic language that the Yule Man probably taught the children whilst not forcing them to make toys, which the girl said he was not doing, so I don't know what's going on there. Yes, yeah, okay, so discuss. Let's see what people say. Oh, that seems to be the... creator. That's very cool. Yeah. Yeah. Cool that the author's here. Yeah. Yeah, and people, yeah, it's Krampus. So that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That he's right. Like, we need more information than just stalking the children. It is like very basic. It's like, thing is there, thing comes into your home down the line and like does weird shit. Might take children, might give toys to the good ones, probably in its warped mind, and then it f's off again. Yeah. Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, it is very sick. That is true. That is true. Yeah. Yeah. Weird SCP thing. Anyway, so let's discuss it a bit. So I wrote some stuff down. Again, like in other videos, the next topics, I might like do additional stuff and whatever you recommend. But yeah. So Yule Man. We've got Yule Man. Yule Man. So that's the story of the Yule Man. Okay. So thoughts. I liked the concept a lot. Like, it was fun. It wasn't that creative. Like, it was Krampus. Like, it was like I think he mashed together Sinister and Krampus, those two movies, basically, and then like took some like he took the shelf, he took Sinister off, put it into the kettle. Then he took Krampus off, put it into the kettle. A bit of Santa Claus sprinkled in, and then he just like took some intestines and stuff and put it in there as well. And some crying children and weird toy stuff. That was pretty cool. And that like it wasn't. It's a nice little one. Like I like it. Like it's okay. It's not the best one I've read though. I don't know. There are some things that really irk me about it. I have to be honest. Like realism wise, like as a horror story that is like obviously not on Earth. Yeah, like it's this weird thing I was talking about last time. Like, is the SCP another universe? Yeah, if there's another universe where stuff like this could happen, that would be very, very creepy. That would be very, very creepy. But as it stands, this obviously isn't like it's not trying to make it real. The only way it's trying to make it real is adding places that some of them exist, like Michigan, but the German place, I've never heard of it. Like, obviously, you don't know every German village as a German, but I know a lot, I guess, and you get a feeling for it. But yeah, it might be a real thing, though. So it might be a real thing. But that's the only thing that made it try to sound realistic. And that was like the weakness of the story. That and the randomness, but I will get to that. Like the numbers of the reports, it didn't make sense. Like the 60,000, that was like, what? That made no sense. Like, he probably just typed in a number, and that's fine. Like, if you, I've done that in stories before, where it's like, yeah, just put in the number of the report. But if you really thought about it, it was like, okay, how many instances do we have? Like, is it 2,000? Yeah, 2,000 seems about right. We've heard about 2,000. So let's put the report number or instance number 1976 or something like that. And then it would have been creepier because it would suddenly have told us, okay, this weird thing, it might actually be real. Like, might actually be a real ding dong A-bag. So let's go to that again. Actually, let's go to the SCP page again. Here it is. There. So let's go. So there are some things here, like the Weisnacht. Yes, that's cool. I don't know why it's called Weisnacht. Did the little girl tell about that? Let me see. It's like yeah, I don't know. Yeah. The weird. Yeah, the Weihnachtsevents log here. This one. Oh, there it is. That's pretty cool. I like the website a lot, by the way. The SCP website, that's very cool stuff. I really like it. So Eichstätt. You know what? I'm gonna look that up. I'm not gonna look that up. Eichstätt. I don't think it's a thing, but it might be a thing. Okay, it exists. Okay, I'm wrong. So it's in Bavaria. What's the longitude? No, latitude. 48. Yeah, it fits. Very cool. Okay, so I'm mistaken. I'm mistaken there. So that's on me. It exists. I've just not heard about it. It's in Bavaria. Okay. So yeah, where was it? Oh, sorry. So where was it? It was like this here. Access document. Notable instances, like 4666 is obviously the ding dong. V is probably some designation. I like that, but then this number, like, what does it mean? Why would it be this high? It's connected to 4666. So do they have at least 30,000 things they know about it? That's like, wow. I mean, why not? But Or is it like 30 is something important and it's this number? That would make more sense. Perhaps it's like, I don't know. It's so weird. I don't know. This one was very good. This one here. 9, this is great. I love this one. This number fits perfectly. A0960, like it's like has taken 1,000 children, which makes sense, I guess. Yeah. So like I don't know why it's called Weisnacht. Might have been because of the witness. Let me see. Was it the witness? Nope, didn't do that. Let me. So Weisnacht. Why is it called Weisnacht? Weisnacht. There. Like who called it that? Why Weisnacht? Why not Christmas? Like why not Weihnacht? Like Weisnacht means a white night. So perhaps snow, I guess. Yeah. Anyway. So, but how does it kill? Like that was weird. Like, does it teleport around and like throw people into things? How does he make sure that they stay like not angry at it when it starts murdering the family? Like, does it like what does it do? Does it have telekinesis? It's not implied. Like, how could it be like so effective? Like, what did happen there? I guess the story wants me to think about that, but everything I think up is like something ridiculous. So I don't know. Like the gap left there because of the weirdness of the things, and there were so many random things thrown in of terrible stuff, which it was terrible, but what I mean is like everything terrible he could think up, he threw in. So it was like, okay, what was it doing? Was it trolling around? Like, what? I don't know. Because if it would have been like always, if there would have been like a pattern, perhaps I don't see it and I'm dumb. If there's a pattern, tell me. But I mean, besides the children stuff. So like, why did it kill so randomly all the time? If it had just had like not, if the killings wouldn't have been described this extensively, because it obviously was gore horror. This one was just gore horror and being abducted as a child, which is horrifying. So, yeah, like it was gore horror, and he went for that all the way down. And it, like, if you are afraid of that, of descriptions of grisly stuff, this one is for you. Like, you are probably terrified beyond your wits by this. But for me, I go at this analytically currently, and I think like, okay, many different ways of killing. Why? Like, I would have loved to think about it more, like to have perhaps like 2 or 3 things it does, and it is described all the time, and perhaps there are some interruptions, and that's why it changes or whatever, and we know about that, and then we think, oh god, what did it do? Why did it do that? But here it is just, okay, comes, kills, goes. Might take child, might not take child. Mostly takes child. Yeah. The instruments, why does it leave them? Like, why would it leave them around? Like, did it leave them around randomly around the world? Did it only give that to good children in its or in his mind? Why did it do it? Why did the children have to make the toys? Like, I get it's the Santa stuff, but isn't like there's no purpose that is creepy. It's just like, yeah, make the toys. You make the toys. But I can't. Yeah, make the toys. Make the toys for the other children that I will abduct, perhaps. No, I'm gonna put toys there. Like, okay. So it leaves behind toys. Why? Why does it leave behind toys? Probably just wants to like, and like it's this as well. Like, does it want to leave toys for good children? Like weirdly good children that are like sick as well or whatever in the head, and it wants to approach them or whatever. I don't know, but like is that what it does? But then why does it have the weird symbols and stuff that doesn't fit to that? Like. And if it just has the symbols, why does it leave toys for good children? Or does it like want to summon a Yule Man woman, and he does that every time, but just in case the children are as well, perhaps it brings them just toys, and that's his that's his way of like rewarding some people. Perhaps that, but it would like I just don't know. It's so weird. There's so much. It's so dense. There's so much packed into this. I really liked the interview. Like the dude who read that was awesome. Very good. She talked too coherently, but I guess it's from translation. I can chalk it up to that. I really like the idea of if you're not making toys, you become the toy. But they only found one toy girl. That was the only time. So why would she say it's always like that? And why did it leave her outside to be found? Why didn't the others? It's all stuff like, for me, this is not scary. And I understand that it might be very scary like this. Why did it do it? Why did it do it? I don't know. But for me, it's not scary because it just doesn't make sense. It takes me out of the story. Like, it's so many concepts in one. And then he just went on a gore fest here, like putting in all the gore stuff and gore stuff and gore stuff. And yeah, I can do that too. Like, I can write you 60 pages of gore stuff. Like, is that scary to you? Like, I can say, yes, there is an August clown man, and he comes in August, and he brings little balloon animals. And if you don't like him, he will come at night, and he will make balloon animals of you. But sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he takes you and flays you alive. And sometimes he pours acid over you. But yeah, the balloon animals are there still. They are still important to the story. So he mostly makes balloon animals. Like, you get what I mean? It's a bit confusing, but I like the idea a lot of this thing. I would have loved to see more scenarios, because it was just, yeah, thing comes and stuff happens that's gory, and that's why it's scary. But like I wanted to know more interviews, more reports. Like, you could really make a lot of stuff about this. Like, there was a lot of stuff was put into this, but it was all surface level. Like, I never had the feeling this is something real where I need to think about, yeah, why did it do that? And I might get hints, and but perhaps that's probably just me, because that's what I want from horror that I don't understand. Like I think if you write horror that is like random stuff and it's scary or random scary stuff, there should be something that people like. There should be hints at something, and the hints should make sense. The hints were there with the ritual stuff and the language, the pagan language stuff. But they were like, it made no sense why. Like, I just don't know. Scariness, scariness was for me like 3 of 10. Writing wise, it was like a 6 of 10. Perhaps like 6 of 10 because of the interview. Otherwise, it would have been a 4, because it was just, yeah, thing is there in the distance, and yeah. So this was like writing wise 6 of 10. And it was too much borrowed stuff. It was not. I did not have the feeling that it was a very, very clever twist on something. It was almost literally Krampus and Sinister meshed together, and here you go, like almost 1-to-1. Unfortunately, but yeah, let me please know, what did you think? Why did you find this scary? Like, is it because as a child you were afraid of something like this? Because then, yes, children are afraid of this stuff all the time, and I get that. That's scary. Like, something coming in. I really like the part with the window where it stared into the window. You could do brilliant shot of this. Like, this would lend itself to just a short movie. Do a short about this. That could be very, 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 very terrifying and creepy. And yeah, I just had the feeling there were too many concepts here. And for that many concepts, it was not so thought through. Perhaps it was thought through, but it wasn't expanded on enough. That's the problem I had, I guess. Scary pictures. Love humanoid weird shit. Thanks. Like, yeah, it was a decent one. So, yeah, but perhaps next, another very scary one, please. So, if you think this was scary, please scare me better. Scare me better. Like, yeah, it's literally just this picture, and the weird pictures were fan art. So it was just a picture and some weird thing and some gore. Talk to me. I can read up on some Chinese concentration re-education camps, and then I will get the same stuff. So it's like I really loved the interview, though. I'm a sucker for that. There's an interview about Slender Man where Slender Man suddenly pops into the room. It's horrifying. Love that, and I love the channel. So and let me know, should I just do the Volgun guy and just do him because and then read up here to like recount it, because the Explain series, it was okay, but for me it was like it retread all the stuff again, so it was just not as in-depth, and there was nothing better save for more pictures that sometimes didn't fit. So what do you guys think about that? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reaction still, even though I wasn't that scared and I laughed a bit and I was pretty harsh on this one, but I'm harsh with horror. I just am. Like, I will not say, oh God, this is so scary. Like, and parts were, but you have to take that if you watch my reactions, unfortunately. And I hope you can understand that I'm not just gonna go, oh God, this is so scary. Like, I don't want to fake scariness. Like, some parts were weird. It was more disgusting than scary. Like, this was really disgusting. Like, disgusting level was 10 of 10, of course. But yeah, disgusting level 10 of 10. Scary level like 7, like 6 of 10. Writing wise, it was like okay. And I might have even changed the numbers now because I don't remember. Doesn't matter anyway. I hope you have a great day. Tell me what I should do next month. Which is. Please give me one that is really scary, very scary, please. Give me scary stuff. I want to be scared. I don't want to be disgusted. I can, like, do that all day. Please make me afraid of something, like the weird, stupid stare thing, which is terrifying. Anyway, hope you have a great day, as I said. And yeah, like and subscribe if you like this. And yes, see you soon, hopefully. Bye.